What's going on, everybody? I'm back to do a review, which I say I'm back because I'm assuming you watched the Texas Chainsaw review I just did. But if not, hey, and you've seen the film, go watch that. Shameless self-promotion. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do a review. I had put a poll up on Instagram for the Farmer or the Antichrist, and surprisingly, it got a 50-50, which made me laugh because it's like, hey, the first time I'm doing this, you guys want to review? Which would you rather see? And it ended up being like 50-50. I don't know how many votes it had. It was the first time I ever did something. It was like seen by like 800 something people. So I don't know if everybody voted or not, but 50-50 out of everybody who voted. So I'm gonna do both. This one is for the Farmer, and I'm gonna do something I have not done previously in reviews. Fair warning, I'm going to get a little more in depth to try something different. There are going to be some spoilers, but I'm going to try not to basically just tell you like every single detail about the film. It's the first time I'm doing it like this, so I like have my work phone here with like notes on it, so if you see me looking down and whatnot, I'm looking at my notes because I did something with very in depth on there, and it's not something I want to translate here again because you may want to watch it. But we're going to talk about The Farmer. 1977 film. It was released recently by Scorpion, not Code Red. It's been pounded on bill at Code Red for years to release this. We all know how it gets said, especially during the Dark Force live videos, and it just sounds awful. I won't say it like that, but we all hear it here. Um, yeah, it is actually released by Scorpion. Uh, Scorpion and Code Red, Bill and Walt. Those of you that have been around for a long time collecting know that they're brothers. So I don't know if Walt picked this up from Bill. Whatever they worked out, it's released by Scorpion. Scorpion's had a better run over the years. Code Red's doing okay now. I think they got a license deal with Kino, so good for them. But yeah, released by Scorpion, 1977 exploitation film. And the beginning of the film is like a World War II montage of like video and pictures. And you then have a train full of soldiers going home, with one of them being Kyle the Farmer. He has a silver star that he's looking at on the train, makes his way to the bar car for a drink, and in the bar car, but he's singing, playing a banjo, everybody's just having a good old time because they're all going home. And while he's standing there having a drink, another soldier who happens to be black orders a drink and is denied service. That sets off Kyle. The bartender happens to be black as well, just pointing that out. And he says that he, by the rules of his employer, cannot serve Indians or blacks. Remember, this is the end of World War II, so that's the 40s. Kyle, the farmer, reacts, does not like that, and tells the bartender his color didn't order the drink, he did. With that, the entire train car shuts up. Now everybody's paying attention. Kyle slides his beer over to him. Somebody standing next to the other soldier grabs his arm, has a few words. Huge fight breaks out, and Kyle actually gets thrown off the train. So he makes his way home by foot, and he comes across I call him a caretaker, I guess, of the farm, by the name of Gumshoe, who happens to be black as well, so you kind of get a idea of why he reacted the way he did on the train. First off, I mean, anybody should react like that to begin with, but it gives you a little bit more of an insight of why he reacted that way. So Gumshoe obviously thrilled to see him. They embrace. see a little bit of the farm is very beat down. It's in just real bad shape. Uh, and he explains that there's no money to fix anything. So the farmer, Kyle, goes to the bank the next day trying to talk about the foreclosure on the property, asking for more time. And the bank guy says, yeah, we'll see what he can do. But you just know how that's going to work out. Back at the farm, when he goes back, there's a car accident out front, which by the way, you think of the time period and whatnot. I mean, unfortunately, people drive drunk. But the character that ends up crashing his car is named Johnny O. He's a gambler. But as he's driving the car, you literally see him with like a glass of like, it's just like scotch or whiskey or something like that. It was dark liquor. Just driving with an actual glass. And it just, I don't know why, I just started laughing at that. I mean, like I said, unfortunately, people drive drunk, they do drink like that. I think it's a can, a bottle, whatever, but the actual glass made me laugh. But anyway, he crashes, he's rescued, car blows up, and once they get him back to being okay, and he's leaving, he sees the farmer's got a scarecrow with the army uniform on and the silver star. So he knows what that means. And when he goes back home, which he's my I wasn't a gambler really when I was younger, but just then seeing him when he goes home first thing in the morning and his girlfriend offers him breakfast, he says no, he just wants to get him a drink, make it a double, and get him his racing form. So when I was younger, my crazy days, like alarm clock would go off like first thing in the morning, I would just like roll out of bed, like grab the bottle of whiskey, take a drink, and all right, let's go. And so that just brought back a memory back to my awful time in my life. But I mean, I had a good time at the time, but that was just something you shouldn't do. But anyway, he wants Betsy to bring the farmer $1,500 for helping him. And also at the same time, he's planning on post-betting a race with his helper that he has there. If you don't know what that is, basically a horse race, you'll bet on the race, but what these guys are doing is they're letting the race happen. Got walkie-talkies, they find out who won, and they're actually betting on the race after the race is done. Obviously they're betting on the winner. So they do this to win like 50 grand, which, I mean, now it's still a bunch of money, but in the 40s, well, you're set for life. So Betsy, she goes up to the farm, gives Kyle the money, which he and Gumshoe just start dancing around, because it's a ton of money. And she makes a comment about his skin color, to which Kyle just throws her off the property immediately. Kyle goes to the bank, tries to give him the money. They won't take it. They want full payment. And they're just not going to give him any more time on the loan. And I'm looking down at my phone again, yes, because I don't want to talk about some things I've already spoken about a lot. Johnny O, after post-betting the race, they find out, of course, the gangsters that are controlling everything find out, confront him. He denies, of course, but they end up blinding him with acid. They don't kill him, they blind him with acid. And even taking the risk of knowing he may go to the cops or whatever, but knowing how Johnny O is, they do it anyway. The boss was named Pacini. Look at my phone again. Yeah, he doesn't want him to. He wants him to suffer. But in the hospital, Betty goes to see him, and he tells her, go back to the farm and get the farmer. He's got a job for him. She wants nothing to do with it, obviously, because she was thrown off the property. But she begrudgingly agrees. Meanwhile, back at the farm, somebody from the bank shows up and posts a sign on the property saying that the farm is going to be going for auction. So, when she gets back to the farm, he agrees to go to the hospital to see Johnny. In the hospital, Johnny tells him what he wants from him, which is to kill everybody. Kyle wants nothing to do with it. He doesn't want trouble, but Johnny O says they know every hitman. They won't know you. It's perfect. It'll be unexpected. And he offers him the full 50 grand to do it. Tells him to go home and think about it. And come back if he's interested. So he goes home with Betty. And what do you know? They get to know each other a little bit better. Hey, that's movies, right? I hate you one scene, the next scene I'm doing it to you dirty. Whatever. So, of course, he ends up agreeing. He goes for a drive, thinking about everything. Before agreeing, Betty goes back to his house, and he's not there, obviously. Gumshoe is asleep, and one of the Vicini's men, by the name of Weasel, which, though he looked like a weasel, perfect name for him, who he was in an earlier scene with her, definitely likes her, follows her, and ends up raping her. And that is just about the last straw for Kyle. Gumshoe heard it, came running in trying to stop him, and he is shot as well. Weasel sets the barn that they're in on fire. Betty wakes up, she escapes. Gumshoe doesn't make it out. So he was already playing everything through his head in the car, deciding he was going to do this, and that all happening, he definitely does. And that's where I'm going to stop, so that anybody that wants to see this can see it, and I already spoke about it enough. I don't want to ruin the end for you, which was very good. Just everything about it I really enjoyed, and a little twist at the end too, which was really good. But the actual release itself, you have your slipcover, which I saw conflicting things. You saw in one place it said 2,500 with the slip, other places said 2,000. Whatever it was, unfortunately, it is now sold out. This was very spoken about for a while, so I know people hit the pre-orders hard on this one. I picked it up from Diabolic. They still have it on their site to join a waitlist. I would do that if you're interested. I don't know if they had more copies coming to them. Capstone, which is my understanding run by Code Red and Scorpion, lists it on the website as sold out. I'm sure they're going to repress it, but it won't come with the slipcover. And to make you laugh, those of you that know Code Red and Scorpion, their keen eye for reviewing things and whatnot, on the back of this, it says that Johnny O gives Kyle $15,000 instead of $1,500, which it actually was. So, for those of you that have been around a while collecting the Code Red releases and Scorpion and whatnot, know those little things happen on their releases, and they're still happening to this day. I almost feel like they just kind of do it as a joke now, just because it's just too funny. It's just too funny. But not much in the terms of special features. There's a trailer for the film. There's some Scorpion trailers. It says on here HD scan from the original negative. The film actually looks really good. I gotta say that. It definitely looked very good. It's a music only track, which I honestly I meant to put it on. I forgot to. It almost, the way it read, it says back on here music only track, but the way it was actually put on the menu, it almost looked like you can watch the film with just music, not just that, oh, you can listen to the music. It actually looked like you could actually watch the film without the music. I can't swear to it, I forgot to put it on. I say forgot to put it on because I finished up the film, doing my normal, commute and whatnot. I meant to do it when I got home, but I think the night that I watched this, I got home, it was like 10 or 10:30, and I just forgot to do it. But I definitely recommend this one. It was a lot of fun. It was actually a very good movie, and how they finished it up and whatnot was also very good. Like I said, keep an eye out on Diabolic in case they get it back in. They got the waitlist you can join. If not, as I said, I'm sure they're going to press it again. It'll just be without the slip. I know those of us that like slipcovers want the slipcover. I'm sure they're charging ridiculous money for it on eBay. I didn't look. But pick it up if you can, with or without the slip. Recommended. That's all I got for this one. I'm going to come back now and do a review for the Antichrist from Kino. I'll do that shortly. If you can, and you did watch this, give me some comments, thumbs up, what you liked, what you didn't like. Like I said, I've never done a more in-depth review like this. I'm going to do the same thing with the Antichrist. I just want to hear what people think, and if I should keep doing reviews like this, or stick to the more non-spoiler aspects. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Comment below. Stay tuned for another video. Thanks for watching.